Hi! So, I've never really done a voiceover type video before, but last night I decided, you know what, let's design some warrior cats and you can voice it over. So that's basically what this video is. In the background, obviously I've already started on Firepaw, because I decided, you know what, Into the Wild, first book, might as well do the main few characters from that. So in this video I've done Firepaw, Bluestar, Ravenpaw and Graypaw, and I'll probably do more videos designing them, but I didn't want this video to go on too long, so for now I just stuck for the 4. So with my Firepaw design, I thought, you know what, warrior cats, you don't often get an excuse to make like a specific breed of cat, because obviously you can, but people like to argue like, oh, they're wild cats, they're random breeds. But I personally really like basing designs off of just like real cat breeds. So I thought, you know what, Firepaw, he was a kitty pet. There's nothing stopping me making him like a nice purebred whatever, because I could just have Princess be the same breed. So he is based on a Somali, which I didn't actually put a reference up while drawing this. I kind of just based it on my old design, which flashes up every so often. But yeah, so Somali, I know a lot of people use that kind of cat breed and look for Firepaw and Firestar designs, but I thought I'd have a try as well. So before the bit that we've just got to, the bit that I was talking over this entire time, you probably tell that I did a completely different design and I couldn't figure out the colours. So yeah, this was a lot of trouble, this design, but it's definitely in the end my favourite out of all the ones that I did. Like, I think it turned out pretty good. So, with my designs, I do tend to fall into a few specific markings and stuff most of the time. Probably most notably, I like doing masks, like covering the face, like in the pale orange. I like doing the chest marking that I'm drawing in there, and I like adding white on the end of the tail and stuff like that. And just random markings that don't need to be there. I don't know what it is, but my designs usually end up pretty busy. I think Graypaw and Ravenpaw in this video are kind of more tame, but Firepaw and Bluestar definitely, I kind of just went all out. But I don't think it looks that bad. I'd never ask someone to like animate it or anything, but just for a one-off design, for art and stuff, I think it's alright. So, like I was already saying, I add way too many details that don't need to be there. So as you can see in the background here, for some reason I decided, you know what, not busy enough. I hadn't even finished the markings on the body, but no, I had to add a like midway colour between the darkest and the mid colour. So that's me trying to figure that out, and I think I've mostly just added whatever, like here the stripes on the face, it didn't need to be there, but I did it anyway. And overall I think it's alright, especially since it's kind of based on an actual cat breed. Like, not that it looks realistic, but I think I can get away a bit more with like lots of little details, just because when you look at an actual photo of a cat, you know, there's kind of like merged together blurry kind of details that you can get away with adding in a more basic 2D kind of way. So with all that being said, this is the final Firepaw design. I'm pretty happy with it. I coloured the lines and all that kind of thing. So, moving on to my Bluestar design, the first thing you can spot right off the bat is the fact that I had no idea how to draw her tail. I kind of wanted like an elegant, kind of like how you see the fur on her cheeks, kind of like flowy, draped, like as she walked kind of tail, but I could not, for the life of me, figure out how to get it to work. So I was just messing around with the lines. I think I settle soon. Apparently I still haven't settled now. You can see me just really struggling. Oh no, I completely redo the tail based on the original sketch. Always a good idea. Yep, there we go. So it skips over to it all being coloured and everything like that. Originally I had added like the lines you see there, kind of be like, oh, aging kind of silver lines, but I mean, she wasn't that old in the first book. Or at least she wasn't portrayed as like, you know. I think if I added things to her design as her character progressed, when she kind of like snapped, I think I'd add more like signs of stress, like white hairs and all that kind of thing. But I kind of just played around with stuff. My Bluestar designs have always kind of been more light greyish, kind of dull. But I kind of went all out with like the blue and rich colours. Because she is quite like an elegant cat, I guess. And that kind of works. I don't know, I always pictured her as kind of like knows what she's doing. Because she was always very like clear in mind before she kind of went off the rails. But she does kind of end up looking a lot like how I picture Misty Star. But I guess that's not too bad because they are like very much related. Right, so in the background here, I hadn't noticed it, but you can absolutely just see the fact that my computer froze for like a solid 5 minutes. Obviously the video is very sped up, but I couldn't click or it would crash the program and I hadn't saved the Bluestar design yet. So we just sit here for a second while I try and salvage this, because it crashed for like 5 to 10 minutes. I was just sat there freaking out and I have no idea when it comes back. But I guess while we're here no? Okay. But yeah, kind of like I was saying before, I don't really like Bluestar. There we go, we're back now. But I don't really like Bluestar after the events of like her life that you find out in her. Is it a super? I don't know. The novella, super edition. But like her life, like I can't really justify all the stuff she did, like giving up her kits and that. Just have Oakheart come to ThunderClan, because he didn't even become deputy. Or like, just give Thrushpelt the kits. I'm sure he would have. But I don't know. I get why she did things, but yeah. It's coming up to the end of the Bluestar section of the video, but just as a final note, you may notice some brown on there, but that's just because I like to add a little bit of variation in the colouring. So there's Bluestar. So the cat next up in the roster of the 4 that I've done is our second to last cat, which is Ravenpaw. Ravenpaw is actually the only cat in this video that I already had a design set for. Everything you're seeing is already designed. I'm just redrawing him to fit the set of 4, because I thought, you know, Ravenpaw, he's a big part of Into the Wild. Like, he's not even in the second book because he moves to go live with Barley in the first book, so I had to include him there, otherwise I didn't really know where to put him if I made this into a series. But yeah, I've already designed him. His design is very reminiscent of a skunk, and that's not to be rude to Ravenpaw at all, I just thought it was quite cute. I've seen Hollyleaf designs before that were very skunk-like, but yeah, so I'll pop up the original image with the design. It might pop up in the video in the background also that I'm just referencing. But yeah, I'd already designed him. I think it's a quite cute design, I guess. Ravenpaw is very... I never cared too much because he was only really a very small part, but I do enjoy designing him at least. I had to give him the purple eyes that I think SSS Warrior Cat started. But yeah, purple eyes. You can see me struggling with the skunk stripe down the back and tail. I had to up the smoothness on my pen and tilt the canvas quite a bit to get that right. But yeah, I was just retranslating my original design. You may also notice that on the back of his neck is like a kind of weird fluffy bit. That is kind of reminiscent of a condition that I don't know the name of, but it's been said to like give the appearance of wings on cats, so I gave him that because, you know, Raven. But yeah, here's my design for Ravenpaw. So, the last cat, Graypaw. Now, his design, he's a grey cat with a grey stripe. That's kind of it. I didn't really know how to elaborate on that, so I just kind of got my palette together and just added whatever. So he is definitely my least favourite. I think the art slipped on this one, but I was very tired by the time I drew this one. And I don't know, most characters, if they have a boring design, like Ravenpaw is just like a black cat with like a white patch on his chest or something, but I made him like a skunk. But I think it's a lot easier to do that with characters that kind of have something about them. But I never liked Graystripe. He's alright as an elder, just because I feel bad for him, because like everyone's dead around him. But he was in the first book. He was great. He was like playful and goofy and cool. And then from then on, he was just a bit of a twat. Just a bit of a traitor. Not very good as a friend. Couldn't even like be loyal to the clan that he joined after he left ThunderClan. And I don't know, I just never really saw the appeal in him. And then the writing did not do him any favours either, because I'm pretty sure he's always like forgetting his family members and things that have happened to him. But yeah, he's alright. This design is very basic, as you can see, and the speed paint for it isn't very long because it didn't take that long. But yeah. Mainly with Graystripe, I'm kind of curious who he's going to choose in Star Clan, because I'm guessing it'll be Millie. But I don't know, they might... I don't know. Unless he's already dead. I haven't read his Super Edition. If Graystripe's already dead, yeah. No, I don't think he is. Yeah, I don't think he is, but there he is. I hope his eyes are yellow. I think they are. But yeah. So, this was my first try at a video like this. I hope it wasn't too unbearable. I'm still getting used to talking into a microphone and balancing out audio levels and all of that kind of stuff. But I hope you did enjoy the video, and if you want to see anything else, please comment and I'll try and make some new content every once in a while. This did take a while to make, so it might not be insanely frequent, but I do enjoy making this kind of stuff. So yeah, if you want to use any of these designs for any projects at all, feel free. Please just credit me and maybe like ask me and be like, hey, can I use it in this thing? And I'll be like, yeah, but just to let me know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. My links are all down below if you want to catch me anywhere else, and I'll hopefully see you in another video. Bye!